cell phones and computers and emphasis on productivity has led to worsening sleep. Everyone has had periods of insomnia in their life. In our very efficient society, we no longer value sleep.
About 1/3 of adults have insomnia at any given time during a year. It's something most people will experience during their lives. But Dr. Joshua Ramsayer says it doesn't have to be a problem.
Some people have difficulty getting to sleep. Some people have trouble maintaining sleep through the night. Some people have both. And then people can have it for variable periods of time. So some people have just a couple of days of insomnia. Other people have a week or two. And there's people that have it intermittently for the rest of their life. Yeah, insomnia is always treatable. And I think that's a really important message to get out, is there's no reason a person has to suffer from insomnia. I also feel like it's important to treat insomnia early, because the longer insomnia persists, the less likely are to be successful in reversing the process.
Sleep study is a relatively new and growing field. Here at the Legacy Sleep Disorders Clinic, doctors are able to analyze patients' sleep patterns and determine what's keeping them up at night.
If the insomnia is getting particularly severe, they should probably sit down with a sleep specialist and discuss it. Most insomniacs don't require an overnight sleep test, with some exceptions.
Go ahead and sit straight back. We need it because sometimes the insomnia can be caused by sleep apnea. Sleep apnea definitely keeps you awake. So if you're having insomnia because of sleep apnea, we need to diagnose you with sleep apnea before we can treat you for the secondary condition of insomnia.
One of the most common problems that I see that insomniacs have is they spend way too much time trying to sleep. What people often do is if they don't fall asleep at a decent time at night, say they stay up till 1 or 2 in the morning, they'll tend to sleep in to make up for the sleep that was lost. And then you get into this very vicious cycle where in that subsequent night they of course can't fall asleep because they haven't accumulated enough sleep debt. People can get into real trouble that way. What's really important is getting up at the same time, at an early time every morning, and then avoiding going to bed until you're actually sleepy. And for some people that might mean they stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning, at least for a few days. But as long as they're waking up at a regular time in the morning and avoiding daytime naps, eventually sleep will start improving.
Dr. Ramsayer suggests people suffering from insomnia avoid over-the-counter sleep aids. He says there are too many side effects and they often carry over into the next day, making people groggy.
We now have a number of very effective sleeping medications which can be used when prescribed by a physician and when they're used in the appropriate circumstances. And they're very clean, have fewer side effects, and so they're much more effective than the over-the-counter medications. Some basic tips would be to maintain regularity in the sleep-wake schedule, a consistent morning wake-up time, avoid naps during the day, avoidance of afternoon caffeine. Another tip is to avoid any type of productive activity at night. Cultures before the Industrial Revolution, they spend an extra 2 hours sleeping per night. And it's not that our bodies have changed, not that our biology has changed, it's just that we now don't value sleep like we should. And sleep is very important for our health and for our well-being. And I think this will come around to hurt us at some point. I think it already has. We're a sleep-deprived society.